Right, and here we have an EMI 2005 3-tube broadcast camera, first made in 1970, and we have some pictures from it on a test chart indoors and then out in the garden. Anyway, that's the sort of resolution it will just about give, so not too bad. And that's all three colours. And that's on a Marconi Mark 5 picture waveform monitor. So that's it filming. It does have slight fan noise, but anyway. And then there's a control unit at the top, and down the bottom the power supply. And there's its little viewfinder. These are just some general shots of things in the garden, because really in the garden there's not a great deal to film. But anyway. Anyway, so inside the 2005, that's the back of the red tube. Then that board's called the shading board to try and make black look black without colour in it. And then the higher boards are part of the viewfinder. So right, and in the back you've got all the main boards. You've got line scan and beam boards and other things. That's the back of the green tube. So interestingly, all the boards are marked up in brackets HOPT, which is highlight overload protect tubes. But strangely, this thing has got standard normal tubes in it, so also it's got a knob for controlling the iris, because the iris on this thing is totally manual. So as the light changes, the picture will go bright and dark unless there's someone at the control unit controlling it, which I do admit is a bit of a nuisance if it's cloudy and then bright weather. And on the other side you've really just got the back connectors for the boards at the back, a collection of connections to test the cable, which has got quite a few voltages on, so they cover it, and then low down the back of the blue tube. So and then that's one of the types of tube that go in it. It's got three of them, one for red, one for green and one for blue, and they are the biggest diameter Plumbicon or Ledicon, whatever you want to call it, made at 3 centimetres. And then inside the control unit there's countless boards, most of which I've had to repair or do something to. All the potentiometers on the front, had to do a lot of work on them. And then all the boards in the power supply, and ultimately quite a few of them had packed up as well. So quite a monster repair, this one. And there's some of the other cameras in the collection, all of which work. So there's one of my rescue hens just having a quick peck. And that's the only person who wanted to be filmed. Then of course the other thing about this era, a camera, it's totally, utterly manual. There's no automatic anything on it, so you have to set up all the colour balance, all the registration and everything. So, and then it drifts off and you have to readjust it, so it's great fun. And then just a high level shot across the roofs. So So anyway, that's it. The EMI 2005, 1970.